today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 new habits that I have included in my routine that honestly have helped me have the most incredible month. Hi there, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jessica and I'm a holistic nutritionist and a nutritional therapy practitioner. Okay, so here's the deal. Typically, March is my least favorite month of the year. People say how January feels extremely long, like it's a full year long. I do not share those feelings. I, on the other hand, live in Michigan where we get more snow in March than we do in December. And it honestly drives me crazy. I feel like spring is coming. In March, the first day of spring does happen, and I get this really excited feeling for the change of season. However, we get snow on a near daily basis in the month of March for 31 days, and it feels like it never ends. So this year, I was like, nope, we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have the blues for the entire month of March. We're gonna shift some things around. We're gonna get some pep in our step and we're gonna be proactive so that we can have an incredible month. And here I am releasing this video on the second to last day of March. And I can tell you, I feel like March has been my best month yet in this entire year. I do know we're only 3 months in, but I'm telling you, I feel more vibrant. I feel like I'm in a really good flow and kind of like the car is just shifted into gear and we are cruising and the windows are down and the fresh air is on our face. Not the snow, but I honestly feel those sentiments. It just feels like things are in a really good space. Now, I do know life can throw many things at us, and those things have happened in the month of March. Loss of power, trees have frozen, school has been canceled. We have definitely been dealing with some major adversity, but I think these healthy habits have helped me deal with them in stride and continue to keep my peace and calm and presence even when things get a little bit rocky. Music is very important in our home. It's one of the first things I turn on in the morning, and likewise after school when the kids get in the door. I love to turn on music and have it playing throughout our home. When we built the home, we did put speakers all throughout the home, indoors and likewise outside in our living area. But even at our old house, I just had a little Anchor Bluetooth speaker that was small but very mighty. And I always had it playing music. And I know most televisions now, if they're connected to a sound bar or whatever speaker system that you have, they play beautiful, beautiful sound. And so for me, one thing in the month of March is that I created a joy boosting playlist, and that's exactly what I did. I will go ahead and include in the description box down below some of the songs and artists that I put on the playlist, but it's a lot of Michael Buble, Frank Sinatra, Jason Mraz, Jack Johnson. It's light, it's airy music that gives me that good time feel on the inside, and that has been number one of the most amazing things that I have done. I don't know the last time I have created a playlist. Like I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. We used to make mixtapes all of the time. But for some reason, as a busy adult with a ton of life responsibilities, I have forgotten my love for playlists. But this one has gotten me so excited. While I'm doing dishes, while I'm cleaning the house, I do indeed have the music playing through the house. When the kids get home and we're unpacking our backpacks, we're having snacks, I will have the music playing. This has just been such a beautiful and uplifting part of our day. A huge shift for me in the month of March because I have been preparing to be out of town for spring break. Then the following week we are back for 2 days and headed out of town again for a family commitment. And so with having to take 2 weeks off, the last week of March and the first week of April, I have had to be laser focused. And instead of letting that overwhelm me and have my to-do list be pages and pages long, what I have done is I have looked at my calendar and I've thought, okay, I have 22 days to get everything done that I need to get done. If I could do 3 things a day that actually move the needle, these top 3 to-dos that will get me the most for my time and effort, that's what I'm going to do. And so I take a look at my schedule, whether it is work or personal, because we do have a lot of personal commitments in the month of March as well for both schools. And so I have looked at both my personal and my professional calendars, and I have pulled out 3 things that I can do to really move the needle. I did post a video in February. I will link that for you up here in the cards about 5 ways that I was habit stacking to double my productivity. And this is kind of a different spin, but it's using a lot of the same approach because I am having to be exponentially more productive with a lot more on my plate in the month of March and at the exact same time preparing to be gone. So I have identified every single day my top 3 goals. I get those done every day without fail. There's no moving it to tomorrow, rearranging my schedule for 1 or 2 days later to fit this in. No, because I know tomorrow I start fresh again with my top 3 to-dos that I need to accomplish. And the craziest thing is that I have them labeled 1, 2, 3. I have not only been getting all of them done every day, but I've been able to reach like 4 or 5 top to-dos. Something about identifying these top 3 most pressing items has really pushed me to be more productive. And I am a productive person, but sometimes I get distracted or I'm tired or I would rather catch up with friends or hang out with my family. Like I'm also a human at the exact same time, but this month, no. I was laser focused. I was really trying to get the most out of March without dreading it and really stretching things out so it felt like forever. I'm most definitely going to be taking these into April to help me stay laser focused to ensure that I'm enjoying my days but being extremely productive at the exact same time. If you follow me on Instagram or here on YouTube, and if you've watched any of my content in the month of March, then you know that the Spritzers have indeed been a headline. I have been nonstop making multiple daily Spritzers. I'm having so much fun experimenting with, I call them Spritzer tonics because they do offer a wonderful nutritional boost. As you saw, I've been adding in a little bit of specialty ingredients into every single one of my Spritzers so that it's not only hydrating and delicious and fun to sip on, but it does give you a little added boost. So for this cherry mint limeade spritzer, I did add in electrolyte drops. I will link these for you in the description box down below, as well as my Like to Know It page where I have been sharing all of my spritzer essentials. I have finally jumped on the Like to Know It bandwagon. You guys have been asking for this for years. It was just a platform that I honestly wasn't very interested in learning about, but it is a wonderful way for me to organize all of my most frequently asked for links. So I will link that for you guys down below. But by adding in electrolytes, we add in some essential minerals and it does boost the hydration of our spritzer. As I've been saying throughout the video, March can be extremely gloomy. We get a ton of snow. We get a ton of ice storms. We've been with and without power on many occasions. And so adding in these fun little spritzer tonics has been the highlight of my day. I look forward to them. It's a wonderful way to get me excited to be in the kitchen cooking at dinner time on days where I feel a little bit run down or tired or uninspired. I actually did a video 2 weeks ago. I will link for you up in the cards on 5 super simple switches that we can make to get excited to be in the kitchen. Spoiler alert, a spritzer was included as one of my favorite self-care tips. But having this with me as I'm preparing lunch or dinner is just such a luxurious experience. I love to put them in a beautiful glass. I have a few different glasses I've been putting them in. This really massive Cabernet glass, I will put it on the screen here for you. I will also link it for you in the description box down below. I've been doing it in that. I've been doing it in these lower whiskey glasses, which are just beautiful and aesthetically pleasing to look at. So as you saw, I added 1/4 cup of frozen cherries. I muddled that together with the juice of 1 lime. I added in 10 of our electrolyte drops. We added 2 tablespoons of fresh mint that we muddled together, and then we tossed in the Waterloo Cherry Limeade. I've also been using just the carbonated water from our Arc, which has no flavoring. I will link the Arc for you guys in the description box down below. It's kind of like a soda stream. So I've been doing that quite a bit as well if I don't want a flavored water in here, if I just want it to be plain and really let the spritzer bring its own flavors together. But for sure, this has been one of the biggest highlights in the month of March, is making all of these different recipes. I will put the recipe for you guys in the description box down below for this cherry mint limeade spritzer. And please let me know in the comment section if you've given any of them a try and which recipes have been your favorite. So as you enjoy your spritzer tonic, it's a really great time to bring in a little bit of extra relaxation. And one of my favorite ways to do that is indeed with the Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. So I've been pretty much making a tonic in the afternoon, right around dinner time or right before I pick the kids up from school. You guys know my typical routine. I make a tea and I clean up the kitchen, which is what I'm about to do next. I do a sweep of the kitchen to ensure that is a fresh slate when the kids come home and there's like the explosion of paperwork, backpacks, snow pants, snow boots, hats, gloves. Within a matter of 5 minutes, my very clean house can turn into a complete tornadoes. So I really love to anchor myself prior to the kids getting home by either making a relaxing tea, or in the month of March, as I mentioned, I've been bringing in a little bit of extra pizzazz with the spritzer tonic. And during that time, I will take one of my Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthroughs. So I take one of these in the morning, one in the afternoon, and 2 before bed. So I take 4 of the magnesium throughout the day. And what's so incredible about the Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough is that it does include all 7 elemental forms of magnesium. Most people think of magnesium as a wonderful way to get deep, restful sleep or to help with digestion. But where Bioptimizers differs is that they include all 7 forms of elemental magnesium into one convenient capsule. So I like to use magnesium in the morning for cognition and energy. Likewise, I like to use it in the afternoon, as I'm about to do now, for a little bit of stress relief and also for just an extra edge of energy to get me through this second half of the day. I always say that between about 3:30 and 7:30 can be the most stressful part of our day as mothers. Many of us know exactly what I'm talking about. It can feel like we cram a lot into that period of time. So I have found that since December, I've been including the magnesium right before the kids get home, so about 20 minutes before they walk into the door, and that is the perfect amount of time for me to just feel like I have the edge taken off. And I love Bioptimizers, and I have been using this product now for over 18 months. And if you take a look at the comment section on any of my videos over the last year and a half, you will see that everybody here in this community loves this product as well. It's also a fan favorite in my membership site and my group course Moms Need to Be Healthy Too, and with my one-on-one clients across the world. So that's another incredible thing, is I work with women across the globe, and so many of them are grateful that they are indeed able to get their hands on the Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. The one piece of feedback that I do hear is that people will only purchase one bottle and then they're a little bit regretful because they get near the end of the bottle and they wish that they would have ordered the 3-pack. So if you use my code Jessica10 and the link down below, I will also have it in the first pinned comment. I would highly encourage you to order a 3-pack. 70% of Americans are magnesium deficient, and my body loves to use magnesium as fuel. I will burn through my magnesium stores extremely quickly. My body has always operated that way, regardless of where I am on my health journey. My body and my stress response and cortisol love to use magnesium. So I'm always cognizant of my magnesium level and ensuring that I take 4 of these today. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1 of these with my Spritzer tonic. So that leads me beautiful into the 4th thing that I've been doing in March, and that's really focusing on only what I can control. I've talked a lot over the last couple months about how I've been very conscientious to reset my kitchen before the kids get in the door, because I noticed that was a big trigger for me. If the kitchen was already a mess from filming or preparing lunch or just having a busy day and I didn't reset the kitchen, then I would already feel behind. So lately, I've been highly focused on what I can and cannot control this past month. So for example, I can control the fact that I clean up the kitchen before the kids get home. I cannot control the type of day they had at school. So if they come home, they're upset, they're expressing a lot of emotions, I cannot control that. I can only control how I react, how I help them cope, and then the mechanisms we use to settle in and reset upon their return home. Additionally, I cannot control what happens outside of my circumstances. So whether it's on the internet, a comment that I get from somebody who has viewed a video, or if an Instagram post that I have put up has made somebody feel a certain way, I cannot control that. The only thing I can control is that I know every day that I'm showing up as a genuine human, trying to do my best for my family, for myself, for my business, and for all of the beautiful women in my community. I can focus on that, and that's what I can control. I used to let these things eat me alive. I would go to bed at night and I would be stressing out over a comment that I got, or somebody making an improper judgment of me, or what I thought wasn't an accurate judgment of who I am, and it would literally weigh so heavily on me. This month, in the month of March, because it is 31 days of dark, dreary ice storms, I was like, I don't need another thing stressing me out or bogging me down. I'm only going to focus on what I can control. And I have felt lighter. I mean, there have definitely been moments, because I am indeed a human, but I have felt lighter. I have felt like I'm in a different position. I'm more able to cope and deal and then align with just being who I am in my truest self. And I've gotten some really positive comments here on YouTube, and also direct messages on Instagram of people just saying, you know, that I feel very light and vibrant to watch, and I hope that that is always the case, but I definitely hope that's been the case in the month of March, because I haven't worried so much about potentially the negative feedback that I would get on a comment or a post. I've just kind of been showing up as my truest self. So I do feel as though worrying and recognizing what I can control is what I can control. What I cannot control has helped me, has been a little bit lighter, and then show up as my truest self in the month of March. I'm getting ready to hop in my evening shower and then head downstairs and make a cup of my lemon balm tea and take my last 2 of my magnesium breakthroughs. But the 5th habit that I implemented this month is I re-evaluated how I've been spending my time. So this is something that is honestly a little bit challenging to do, because we oftentimes don't want to take a peek in the mirror and see how we're actually spending our time. We all are running around and saying how busy we are and how we cannot take on one more thing, that our plate is completely full. And I agree with those sentiments. I think most of us are scheduled to the max, moment by moment, hour by hour. However, I will say, in the last month, I have really been evaluating, and that's what I'm getting ready to do right now, is I've really been evaluating my screen time and how much time I spend on social media apps. So This one's a little bit hard for me because clearly what I do for a living is based around social media. I'm not a social media influencer, but my business is run on social media. Clients find me, community members find me on social media. I spread awareness, I spread my message, I'm able to educate and inform via social media. I'm grateful every single day for that. However, I am somebody who really can get stuck in the thought process of I need to get back to every single direct message, and that is not humanly possible. I am a mother of two, I am a wife, I am a friend, I am a daughter, I am a sister, I am a business owner, I am a practitioner, and I have my clients who need me. I have my community members who need me. I have everybody in the membership area who needs me. And so the fact that I put the pressure on myself to get back to every single direct message is very hard. I will say I'm really darn good with Instagram comments and YouTube comments because those I can categorize and see like what I have and have not responded to. On YouTube and Instagram, you can do that, but direct messages get buried and just one after another after another. That's why if you ever have a question, it's always better to put it in the comment section on a video or in the comment section on an Instagram post because that doesn't get buried as much as DMs do. So as I've been reevaluating my time that I spend on social media, I have been scrolling far less, which is something that I really kind of do. I don't scroll a whole bunch, but I have definitely been scrolling less. There's only like a handful of accounts where I'll watch all of their Instagram stories, I'll check their pages, I'll look for their daily updates because it's people I know and I love to follow. But other than that, I have really been paying attention to my screen time, and not just that, reevaluating how I spend my time in general. If it's taking me way too much time to get ready in the morning, what is a shortcut that I can add to make that process go by faster? Heatless curls. Or if it's taking me too long to create an Instagram post, like what can I do to get the same results but in a faster amount of time? And as I've been reevaluating my time, I have uncovered a roughly between 45 minutes to an hour a day. That is unbelievable. So over an entire week, that is nearly one whole work week. So between getting ready in the morning or getting ready for bed at night, I would find myself like, brushing my teeth, scrolling through Instagram. Well, that adds time. And so I've been evaluating my screen time report and it has dropped tremendously. And then also aside from just social media, I've been having the kids help me with significantly more chores. Like Sawyer's helping me with the dishwasher, Ronan's helping me pick up shoes and put away not just his backpack, but his sister's backpack, not emptying not just his lunchbox, but his sister's lunchbox. So with all of these little things that I have uncovered by reevaluating my time, I have gotten back 45 minutes on average, upwards to an hour per day over the last 4 weeks. So that is 7 hours a week. That is nearly 4 extra work days, and not even just dedicating it to work, but I'm just saying in general, that is nearly 4 extra work days. So I know that I've had to be very efficient this month because I am taking the last week of March off, which is actually when you're seeing this video. I am taking the last week of March off, and the first week of April, we're headed back out of town, and then it's Sawyer's birthday, Easter, then Rowan's birthday in a matter of 10 days. So I was forced to reevaluate my time. And sometimes when our back is against the wall, we can really uncover some things that maybe we weren't doing a great job at. And I have found that there was definitely some moments and times when I would be distracted or I'd be multitasking and it was taking me exponentially longer to finish the task. So I hope that today's video was helpful for you. And even if you implement 1 or 2 of the 5 tips that I've shared in today's video, I would love to hear from you in the comment section down below. Hopefully this will be incredibly inspiring for you as we head into April. I love April. Both of the kids have their birthdays in April. The fresh, beautiful spring weather is really starting to blossom and bloom by then. I feel a new sense of energy. I always say I feel kind of like how Stella got a groove back in the month of April. I really feel as though there is that rebirth and reawakening with nature and also just in my sense of self. So hopefully you were able to find some incredible takeaways takeaways from today's video. And if you like today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.